The Delhi Ordinance Bill has been introduced in the lower house of the Parliament by the centre. Meanwhile, a heated debate broke out as the opposition created an uproar over this. The Aam Aadmi Party, the Congress, the TMC and the AIMIM have slammed the centre's move, calling it autocratic. Meanwhile, the Biju Janata Dal has backed the centre's decision to introduce the bill. At the same time, Home Minister Amit Shah has emphasised that Constitution given power to the centre to pass this law. This is a crucial litmus test for the opposition unity in the lower house of the Parliament. While the centre has numbers on their side, will it prevail is the big question we are asking. Mr. Vineet Goenka, BJP spokesperson, with us on the programme. Anika Mehrotra, Congress spokesperson, also joining us on the show. Nishant Rana, lawyer, Supreme Court, with us on the platform as well. And Rajalakshmi Joshi, political analyst, joining us here as well. Nilanjan Das, political analyst, with us on the programme as well. And last but not the least, Siddharth Sharma, Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson, with us on the show as well.
But it is this government that wants to override the judiciary. It wants to override the democratic mandate of the people of Delhi.
If they are not aware of this, then they have to follow the Supreme Court's guideline, which talks about this particular right under Article 249. And we have seen how, in the interest of the citizens of Delhi, this particular ordinance and this particular bill will come forward.
How?
I think we'll have to also educate the people of Delhi that how Arvind Kejriwal ji and his ministers reacted on the night of May 11th after Supreme Court gave them a little bit of powers. They went Varsak, they were acting like goons, they entered officers' cabins, made personal remarks on the officers and attacked them personally.
In Delhi, BJP has not been able to come to power, and they are gripped by basically a Kejriwal mania. They are spooked by Kejriwal.
Rajalakshmi Joshi. Yep.
Good afternoon. Yes, a very interesting discussion here, and I must say that a lot of people seem to have kind of jumped the gun. They haven't even probably heard what exactly was proposed by the Home Minister Amit Shah ji. They did not even listen to what was amended from the ordinance that was introduced earlier. So today what was introduced in the Parliament is slightly different from what was there in the ordinance. I'm not sure if our co-panelists are aware of that. So I just want to tell you, firstly, the name of the bill is Government of National Capital Territory of Delhi Amendment Bill. And, there are two very significant changes. That is, in terms of one is a very important omission. That is Section 3A that was there in the earlier ordinance, which spoke about taking away powers of the Delhi Assembly to make laws which are related to services. So that has been completely amended in what has been proposed today. And then there is another thing about Section 45D of the ordinance, which has been diluted. And earlier, 45D spoke about giving powers to the LG and the president or the president to make important appointments and to nominate members, chairpersons, etc. of all bodies, boards, corporations, etc. And now the new act that has been introduced today, for the information of all my co-panelists who are not aware of it, that has given this power only to the president and not the LG. So that, I think the Delhi government had a big issue with the LG, and that I think has been taken care of. And they are very well in their rights to make laws. And, I think that they should not have a problem with this. Very firstly, it is not a state. And secondly, is not just a state or a union territory. I mean, that argument they are going to keep on. But then just look at it that is today, it is a capital city of our country. So it has definitely great significance in terms of security, in terms of services. Everything is very important. And if you look at the manner in which Vineet Goenka ji very rightly mentioned, the manner in which the Delhi government went about immediately after the Supreme Court ruling, they went about dismissing all those officers who had spoken maybe against them, who had brought out some discrepancies. They went about just getting rid of them. They raided their offices. They tampered with everything. So all of that, just look at that kind of a conduct. So they don't want anything to be questioned. They don't want anything to be, they don't want to give any explanation for any kind of a behavior. So this thing, I think that is absolutely undemocratic. And this behavior definitely needs a kind of check, especially when it comes to Delhi, it being the capital city of our country. So then here, as Amit Shah ji very rightly pointed out, that the constitution does give the central government powers.
But what becomes of the people of Delhi?
NCCSA consists of 3 persons in this committee. First, the elected CM of Delhi, which is our Arvind Kejriwal ji. Second, the Chief Secretary of our state. Third, the Principal Secretary of Home Department. So the major issue is that if the government will take or implement any decision, the CM needs only 1 vote in his favor. If he has 2 votes in his favor, then the problem is solved. Why there is so much of noise in the parliament? Let the parliament run peacefully. एक थोड़े दिन पहले एक अच्छी वेब सीरीज चल रही थी मनोज वाजपेयी की, सिर्फ एक बंदा काफी है। यहाँ सिर्फ एक बंदा काफी है, विच इज आई नेम द सीएम ऑफ दिल्ली, जो अपनी सिर्फ जिद पे अड़ा हुआ है, इंस्टेड ऑफ एडॉप्टिंग द कोऑपरेटिव फेडरलिज्म। It is not the first time that in center is a different government, in states there are different governments. Congress also has government in Rajasthan, in Himachal Pradesh, they don't, but they adopt the concept of cooperative federalism. And I must suggest that since our Delhi CM, Honorable Delhi CM, is also a part of administration earlier, so he understands better the practice of cooperative federalism, and it's a cooperation and interdependence between the center and the state to ensure the smooth governance of the country. So, this किस बात की है? They just have to cooperate with the Chief Secretary and the Principal Secretary of the Home Department, and the issue will be solved. That's it.
Ordinance issue is not the only one that separates what's happening, the aisles in the parliament in both the upper and the lower houses. We'd like to thank everyone who became a part of this conversation.